Right, so we'll go and have a look at DHL first, shall we? And to the left is visitor and staff parking, and this is the HGV entrance just here. I don't know if this is operational or not yet. There's a few vehicles here, but I wouldn't say there's a lot. Are they? They can't be closed down for Christmas, surely. It must be the busiest time of year. Definitely must be the busiest time of year. Well, there's a footpath that takes you all the way down to the front. Yep. The rear area is fenced off, but this is open to the public. It looks like, anyway. But yeah, I take back what I said. It looks like there is quite a bit of work going off here. Must be, like I say, one of the busiest times of the year. Looks a nice big depot though, all new, all brand new. Not the biggest DHL depot I've seen, I'll be honest. I have seen bigger. Looks like some young man's come out to talk to us.
Just asking us what we're up to, DJ.
I've come down to admire the stuff you put down to melt the ice on the ground, mate. No, just doing a bit of videoing.
For?
We like videos. So we make YouTube videos, all sorts of industry and stuff like that.
Okay.
So we're just having a wander around, not trying to get in your secure area or anything, we're just admiring your nice new building.
Well, the challenge we've got, we are a customs bonded facility, okay, so we are particularly sensitive around people taking videos and photos.
Right.
Of particularly the fences and the points of entry and all that sort of stuff. I'm not suggesting for 1 minute that you are doing anything untoward.
I'm glad you know.
At all, but I'm sure you appreciate that we've got to be a little bit careful of
yeah, I appreciate that, but
of our premises as well.
No, I appreciate that, but if anyone were going to come round and have a look at stealing anything, they could just drive round themselves and have a look. They won't walk around like us with ivies on and you know.
And what do you do with the films once you put them on?
YouTube's.
Put on YouTube.
Yeah, we're YouTubers.
Yeah, we're just generally interested in the area. We know that a few big businesses have popped up, and we're just come for a closer look. That's all.
Okay.
And the fancy posh car there, look.
I was just going to see that. Is that a Tesla?
Yeah.
No.
No, it's a Porsche.
Oh right, I'm going to have a look at that one.
An electric Porsche.
Yeah.
I've never seen an electric Porsche before. Is it yours?
No. I wish. I wish.
It must be his then.
No, certainly not his.
No?
It's interesting now you've only got 3 charging points. Do you think you need more?
No, there's more. So there's 2 on each. So it's a term of the planning these days that you have to have so many ports. So there's actually 8 there in total.
All right.
But then there's ducting and power supplies in for a lot more.
Oh, that's good. So you future-proofed it.
Correct.
Yeah.
You know those 2 big silos down there?
Yeah.
Are they for your fire extinguishers?
They are. So that's the sprinkler system. So that gives us 60 minutes of fire protection.
Right.
You won't know how many litres it is in each
I've got
one.
a clue, I'm afraid. Lots.
Enough to go swimming.
does it go stagnant or is it circulating?
So, an interesting point. Because, so it does. Effectively, the water within the pipes in the so the sprinklers are run. The pumps are run every week as part of every builder that's got sprinklers has a weekly maintenance schedule. So what they'll come in and basically the pumps work on pressure. So as soon as the pressure within the system drops down below a certain point,
Pump
the
kicks
pump kicks in and pumps all of that water, and they'll keep pumping until all that water's empty. So if you think about when a sprinkler head goes off,
Yeah.
that water is under pressure, so that starts pouring out. The pressure drops and the pump then kicks in.
And that's just to make sure that there's enough water, because the mains
Keep it going
water
for
wouldn't
60
be
minutes.
enough.
Yeah, that's the
60 minutes?
60 minutes, yeah. Wow. And it's all, they're designed to protect the buildings. Obviously, if you've got that amount of water being dumped over the stock that's in the building, the stock's not worth anything anyway, but it does protect the building and save lives, obviously.
Yeah.
So the pumps themselves run every week. But yeah, it's effectively quite a
Now here's a question I meant to ask. I know that the DHL belongs to the German post office.
Sort of, yeah.
What does DHL stand for? Other than dropped it, had it, lost it.
So DHL, as we call it.
Hell. All right.
No, it's the three German founders. I couldn't tell you their names.
All right, okay.
Three German founders. It's their initials. We're not actually owned by the German Post Office. We are a private or a public limited company.
Right.
But the German Post Office is part of the group. There's four tiers to it. You've got the German Post Office, Deutsche Post. You've then got Express, which is the parcels. You've got Global Forwarding, which moves large shipments between countries, and then you've got supply chain. So supply chain typically is the warehouses and the trucks, and they're typically in country. So
Okay.
This is Perkins Engines facility. So it's the global distribution centre for Perkins Engines.
Right.
All right.
So we ship spare parts for Perkins engines, which are in tractors, which are in generators, which are in all
But
sorts
used to
of
be
things.
crap, but they're all right now.
They've been going a while. So yeah, that's what we do here.
Right. And is it true?
I see you use a lot of subbies. Is that because you struggle for drivers yourself?
No, I mean it's so a lot of this is inbound. So we're the largest distribution company in the UK. We've got the most trucks, the most drivers, the most sheds, the most people. But like anybody, there are a whole host of subcontractors that we utilise on any.
When under pressure.
Not even so much under pressure. A lot of those will be stipulated by the customer. So
Right.
we don't always, if we win a warehousing contract, doesn't always necessarily mean it comes with transport as well.
Yeah, I used to work in transport.
There you go.
Yeah.
Anyway, chaps, nice talking to you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can
yeah.
I just take your first name?
No, my name's Andy.
Okay, Andy.
Nice talking to you.
Thank you for your help.
Absolute
Is it
pleasure.
true, Andy? One last question. Do you know the DHL freight hub that you've got here, based here?
So that's a parcel hub, yeah.
Yeah. Is it true that sometimes when the passenger planes were operating, you used to put some cargo in the belly of those?
That's right. Yeah.
And now that's declined. You have to put on more of your own.
So
DHL actually bought East Midlands Airport, didn't they? Is it DHL?
no, we didn't buy him. East Midlands Airport is again privately owned.
Oh, I thought the DHL bought it and extended the runway.
So unfortunately, air freight is a really sensitive subject for lots of different reasons. But yes, we put air freight on both dedicated and passenger airplanes. But there's ultra high security around that whole hub.
Yeah.
So
There's a massive demand at the moment, and
There
so
is.
there's no reason why this was put near the airport. Then?
there's absolutely a reason why we put
Oh,
near
right.
the airport. Yeah. So Perkins distribute their parts globally. So this spare parts hub, the proximity to East Midlands Airport was absolutely
Right.
one of the key decision makers for locating here because of the proximity to the airport. So it allows their customers to order later for the next day shipments.
I
There you
did
go.
my instrument rating here. I fly aeroplanes.
Do you?
Yeah, I did my instrument rating here at the flying school.
You weren't the one that crashed into the verge, were you?
Oh, no.
No.
No. I drove past probably about 4 or 5 days after that accident,
Yeah.
and the plane was still there and
Yeah.
everything.
Well, it was horrific.
It was. Yeah.
Horrific. Lots of casualties.
Yeah.
But thank you very much. That's very interesting information.
You're welcome.
The viewers will really appreciate that. So we'll just have a quick look at the electric vehicles and the silos, and we'll be out of here.
No problem at all.
Thank you.
Thank you for your help.
Cheers.
Like a Tesla.
Yeah.
Bit muddy.
Can't you afford to get it washed? No, I'm saying can't he afford or she afford to get it washed?
The weather as it is at the moment.
It's not worth it, I know.
Well, he could have got it washed this morning, couldn't he?
Yeah.
Well, as he said,
Just
It's a nice looking car.
he's got the electric points there, and he's also got the ducting running all the way down the end. So he's got traction. As he said, it's part of the building. The winter building.
And there we go. We've got the silos for the
So it is, yeah.
sprinkler system.
Really big silos, haven't they?
Yeah. I won't have to pay water rates for it.
That'd just be a
They're not actually on meters.
Oh, are they?
They're not, no.
Yeah, but they still make you pay one way or another, don't they? You know, come on.
They take about 2 weeks to fill.
Do they?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you only empty one at a time then.
No, they both empty at the same time.
So what happens if there's a fire when they're both emptied?
Well, it would mean there have been 2 fires.
Right.
Yeah. So there are also hydrants placed around the site. So
Right.
so if the sprinklers failed, I mean, there's 2 pumps in there. So if both the pumps fail, which is highly unlikely,
Yeah.
so they are serviced and maintained on a daily basis, on a weekly basis.
No, I'm just thinking if there were
The fire brigade can hook up to the sprinkler system,
Right,
and
okay.
effectively pump water into the sprinkler system
right,
to maintain it.
but you've still got to wait that period of time for the fire brigade to turn up.
Yeah.
I thought it would have made more sense to empty one and then
No.
fill it and then empty the other one.
No, it helps with the pressure.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So they are linked together then.
Is this your sort of area of expertise?
No, not so. So I was responsible. So I'm the operations director. So,
Oh,
so
right.
I've been involved in this right from the bid stage, right the way through designing the site. So we don't own the site; it's leased, but we were heavily involved in how the site was fitted out. Then I've been involved in getting the site built, getting the site implemented, fitted out, recruiting all the people, lots and lots of new people.
He's on loads of money then, this
Must
fella.
be, yeah. Well, he earned it. Look what he's done.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you know, he's got better than an electric Porsche, I'll tell you.
It's nice to see that we've got a dedicated motorcycle parking area. You don't often see that.
Again, part of the planning.
Is it?
Yeah, absolutely. So these days you have to have dedicated parking spaces for shared vehicles. You'll see those over there.
All right. The shared vehicles.
Yeah. So you can only park in those if you're car sharing.
Wow,
That's
didn't know
to
that.
yeah. That's to encourage. We've got obviously a big bike shed. The estate actually do a bike hire piece as well. So
Do you
if-
do the cycle to ride, cycle to work
scheme? We do. Yeah,
scheme,
DHL do. Yeah. There's a free bus that runs fairly frequently. And so we've got two sites on this estate. You may have seen. So this is for Perkins engines, and then the other big site up the top. That's a big automated facility. So that's a lot bigger in size, but a lot smaller in terms of people. So
Right.
there's a lot of automation goes in there for Mars confectionery.
Right, lovely.
There
For
you go.
Mars.
Mars.
Oh, let's get round there, eh?
It's getting hungry now.
I've just had some good food from McDonald's. You know, that classic restaurant.
I didn't realise that.
We were just commenting on your car. Is it yours?
It is mine, yeah.
Very nice.
Thank you.
It needs a bloody wash though.
It does, yeah, absolutely, yeah. We'll have a Christmas one. We've got iPace. No, they haven't got a full electric one yet.
Yeah, because I went somewhere.
Toyota haven't.
They're not.
No, they're fetching one out next year.
Oh, right. 'Cause
Surprisingly enough.
next year, 2024 is the Land Rover one. Because I went to a test.
Really?
I went to Myra where they're doing the prototype for
Yeah.
it, and I spotted it, and they camouflage it with black and white zebra print, but I captured it, and the video got removed, and I'm sure that's why, because it's like intellectual property rights until it's released.
Have to keep them secret, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what kind of range you got on that?
It's about 200, in the cold, 230 miles, 240.
Is that on motorway driving with your foot down a bit?
Yeah, yeah, obviously if you drive fast it will go down faster than that. But
Yeah,
240.
yeah.
Not bad.
yeah,
In the summer it should do 260, 280.
yeah.
Do you,
In
mind,
theory.
do you mind me asking?
What made you go for
Sorry.
electric Porsche?
Something a bit different, a bit more sporty, but most of the electric cars aren't really that sporty. Tesla,
Oh, I don't know. Electric cars can be very quick.
that's just a bit different.
Yeah.
Do you mind
Yeah, it's very
mentioning how much
nice.
It was?
That one's about 96,000.
And do they give you free charging at work?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, that's good.
Free fuel.
Pretty much.
You might offset some of the cost eventually.
It helps, yeah, but it's, yeah, it doesn't cover all of it.
Yeah, because a normal Porsche gets through some juice, doesn't it? I'm going to say my Audi TT, I don't drive it, costs that much in fuel.
But do you know if you worked here and you saw that you had free electric, I'd encourage you to get an electric
Oh,
vehicle.
of course it would, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So what a great employer that you've got.
Right, so we're
Well, his
working-
name's Mr. DHL, he's the D in the DHL, that's why.
Oh, you don't work here.
We're the customer, I'm the customer.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
okay.
so we don't work
So
for
you're a customer and you were charging it. Brilliant.
we pay the bills.
Yeah,
Ah,
good
there
on
you
mate.
go.
Good on you. Thank you.
Alright, cheers.
Cheers, ta-da mate, bye-bye. So there you go, DHL, what a super gentleman.